Will Poppi destroy the world as well?
That's my problem, too. If this world is Father's world, and Father made me to be as dangerous as any technology.
Poppi and Mythra are the same?
Yes, kinda.
But if Poppi destroys the world, Master Pond might get destroyed too. Maybe Mythra should destroy Poppi.
Poppi? Tora created you. You could never do something like that. I know it.
But...
Hey, let's make a promise.
A promise?
Yes, that's right, Poppi.
This entire scene is set up to lead into the finale of the game, where Mythra, through Numa, sacrifices herself to ensure that Allrest will survive. However, there's a deeper, underlying meaning to this cutscene, with Mythra specifically being a part of it, as opposed to Pyra. Poppi and Mythra both share fears of destroying the world. Both people have the capability to be used as weapons that could bring devastation to the world, and cause much the same destruction as they see surrounding them in Moritha, with both people actively not wishing to allow something like this to happen by their hand, as it would hurt those that they care about. In Poppi, Mythra sees a reflection of herself, a scared little girl with the capabilities for destruction, without proper guidance and without proper support for her situation, much the same as the situation Mythra was in Torna when she was surrounded by people who didn't know how to treat her and provide a proper environment for her to grow and feel welcomed within. This scene marks a major step in Mythra's character growth, in which she becomes that figure for Poppi that she so desperately needed in Adam. Mythra, speaking as someone who has lived through exactly what Poppi is fearing, speaks to her and relates to her in a way only another quote-unquote weapon could. Someone who was brought into the world to fight, but has the potential for so much more than just war. Someone with feelings, someone with emotions, someone with genuine desire and need for love and assurance. Someone who wishes not to wage war or bring about destruction, but to protect those she cares about. In a word, human. Through this conversation, Mythra is not only able to relate to Poppi, but through her, she is actually able to see that Mythra herself is truly capable of so much more. She can bring smiles to people's faces. She can make others feel loved and happy just like Poppi does. She sees that a weapon is not the only thing she has to be. It's not the only thing she ever will be. The difference between her treatment in Torna and her treatment in main game is that Mythra was constantly ridiculed, mocked, teased, and bullied in Torna, made to feel small and discouraged, but now that she has been able to be surrounded by people who actually give a damn about her and can relate to her struggles, we see a Mythra who is able to have this conversation with herself and with Poppi. We see a Mythra willing to shed her walls an inch closer to being her true self. This is not something Mythra would have been able to do in Torna or even 4 chapters ago, but throughout her experiences in main game, the love she has been shown by Rex, not as a relationship based upon the driver having the power over her, but Rex seeing her as an equal, she is able to slowly open up and feel like she has a voice to speak with, because she is now being treated as her driver's equal. Rex, although inexperienced and young, is the perfect driver for Mythra, because Rex allows Mythra to stand on equal footing with him. Rex does not feel the need to place himself above Mythra or hold authority over her. Rex doesn't see the world as drivers and blades. Rex sees the world as people. And that's exactly what Mythra is. She is a person. She's not a weapon. She's not an unfeeling robot. She is a human being. Much the same, Poppi is not just an unfeeling robot. They are both people. This is the entire point of the game. Blades are treated as unfeeling weapons by the masses that can bring forth utter destruction against their own will, but the problem is, they're people. Like you and me. This is why Mythra is such a shining example of the game's message. Once we treat others as equals instead of trying to control them or hold power over them, that is when we end suppression of others' humanity and allow others to live happily and to be heard.